Today's topic is Internet and Web Part 3. Today we will be completing this topic, and the very first topic for the day is website. We all are very familiar with this, that what is the website, right? Now website is what? It's a collection. When more than one pages we collect, but the condition is they must be interconnected with each other. By clicking on one web page on any link, we will be taken to another web page of that same website, right? So that particular specific collection of web pages, and if they are interconnected with each other and all the web pages are related to the same content only, right, under a specific domain name, right? So that is called as website. For example, www.davppspanipat.com. This is a name of our school's website, and in this website assume that there are more than 20 to 30 pages. There are different 20-30 pages and all are interconnected with each other and all are related to the same content. For example, school. Suppose there is a gallery, there is a achievement page, there is admission page. So gallery, achievement, admission all are related to that specific domain name. नाम क्या है? DAVPPS Panipat. So that is related to the same school, organization, official or whatever thing it is. That is website. Next topic is web page. What do you mean by web page? Web page means any single page of website. Simple words में. That is called web page. Or if in elaborated form you want to talk about, so it's commonly written in HTML. They are designed web pages which have specific address, and they can have text, they can have audios, they can have videos, they can have tables, links, anything that can be there. Fine. So that is web page. Now next is home page. Home page means the very first main page of any website is called home page. ठीक है? It's the main very first page that serves as starting point of website. कोई भी basic website का नाम डालें, the page which is opening in front of you, that is home page, and that page will be having several links of another web pages of that same website. ठीक है? तो that is the home page, जो पूरी website का एक basic layout आपको दे देता है. Next is डिफरेंस बिटवीन अ वेबसाइट एंड अ वेब पेज. दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है? बेसिक्स तो आई थिंक वी हैव क्लियर्ड. वेबसाइट इज कलेक्शन ऑफ वेब पेजेस एंड वेब पेज इज सिंगल पेज ऑफ वेबसाइट. द बेसिक डिफरेंस इज दैट नाउ website can be accessed with domain name. A specific address is there for the website, and for web page we must use URL. Suppose davppspanipat.com. I wrote it. It's the domain name of the website. If I'll click and enter this address in the Google Chrome, it will take us to the home page of the starting means the starting page of your website, right? But suppose इसी website के I want to move to gallery page. For that the address would be davppspanipat.com/gallery.htm. means the specific address of a single page of that website. That is called URL. Right? So for web page you have to use the URL. Or another method we all know. Another method is what? Another method is that from home page you can click on gallery, and that will obviously take you to that specific page, and you will see in the address bar URL is written there. Fine. Now in website there are many web pages, or there are different specific informations. Fine. And it contains, in web pages they contains more specific information. Suppose gallery का page है, तो related to different events specific images will be there. ठीक है? तो specific information related to single topic that is included in web page, or in website several informations collectively available. Website is big entity if we compare that with a web page, but web page एक website का एक छोटा सा page, a smaller entity of a website. Now in case of website it can be considered as a book which is binded. हर बार मैं बात करती हूँ बहुत सारे web pages which are interlinked with each other, तो it's a book which is interlinked pages are there. But in web page it's just a single page of अगर आप वेबसाइट को बुक कंसिडर कर रहे हैं तो इट्स जस्ट अ सिंगल पेज ऑफ द बुक. Example already I have told, the same example जो भी बताया मैंने, the same I have given. It's the name of our website, it's the name of a specific page of our website, right? Next is, there are types of web pages. There are two types of web pages. First one is static, second one is dynamic. नाम से ही clear है. Static, which remains same, which usually got changed, ठीक है, never changed or usually got changed. And dynamic, which keep on changing, which keep on changing. For example, the static web pages, those web pages which remain unchanged or constant every time they are loaded. They are always created in HTML or maybe CSS is also used. They are the simplest form of web pages. That's why they are not that much complex and more secure. They are not connected to any database. For example, जब भी हम gmail.com खोलते हैं, the same type of window is there. Whenever we open google.co.in, same type of window is there. There is no change. So these type of web pages are static web pages, which always remain same. Then comes dynamic web pages, which keep on changing. For example, जब भी हम अपनी Facebook खोलते हैं, एक नई पोस्ट हमारे सामने होती है. Whenever we open our YouTube, a new type of post or video is available to us. So they are the web pages which keep on changing instantly, right? तो these keeps on changing every time whenever we, जैसे मैं refresh करूँ तो एक time में भी that is changed. So they are more complex, तो complexity बढ़ जाती है. Even suppose right now I am on YouTube and जैसे ही मैं refresh करती हूँ, immediately the videos got changed. तो complexity increases, and as the complexity increases, they become less secure, right? They are connected to several databases. For example, already we discussed, Facebook is there. If you are doing blogging, that is there. YouTube is the example. All those, right? So static, which remains always same, constant they are, and dynamic, which keep on changes, and they are simple, they are complex, and in static, as they remain same, so more security is there, and in dynamic they keep on changing, and due to this more complexity is there, and due to this less security is there. ठीक है, दोनों में difference हो गया. 3, 4 points we have discussed. Now this is the difference between the two. Already we have discussed the static, unchanged and constant. In dynamic, they keep on updating and not at all constant. In static, they contain some pre-built content at each time the page is loaded. And in dynamic, they contain updated content, means every time the new material is there. In static, no database is used. In dynamic, database is used. Database is used in the sense, suppose Facebook की बात करें, तो whenever I open the Facebook, तो my database will be opened because I have used my username and my password. But in Gmail, वैसे मैं gmail.com खोलती हूँ तो जब तक मैं username password नहीं डाल रही हूँ, till then no database is used, right? So they are created using HTML, they are created using Java or C++. Static are more simple and more secure. Dynamic are more complex and less secured as compared to the static. Example here given, in static google.com, gmail.com, and in dynamic facebook.com, blogspot or any of the commercial site you can name here. Fine. Next comes web server. What is this web server? I think server name we have heard many times. Server means the main system, the host system. Fine. If we talk in the sense of hardware, तो web server is nothing, सिर्फ a specialized computer system which stores the web server software. अलग से Windows भी server के लिए अलग से आती है, तो web server software होता है जिसके अंदर, and a website or web page, it is connected to internet and supports physical data interchange with other devices connected to web. Means server से जो भी devices which will be connected with that, it will share or interchange the data here, there, all that will be going. The web server processes incoming network requests over HTTP and several other related protocols. The primary function, सबसे मेन काम क्या होता है सर्वर का? नंबर 1, storing a huge amount of data. Number 2, processing एंड नंबर 3 डिलीवरिंग टू द क्लाइंट्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल गूगल को हम एक सर्वर मान रहे हैं, तो at the Google headquarters there is a big super computer, a specialized computer which has all the collections of data available on the internet, right? तो वो सर्वर हो गया गूगल का. Now we people who use Google regularly, I opened the Google and put a word that I want to search for this, just press enter. Now I am client right now because I am requesting Google to search for that specific word. Fine. Now that request reaches to the Google server. Server searches out all the big collection, the whole collection in it. My word was searched. Wherever the little resemblance is seen, that same web page link is displayed to us. Right? This is how the web server serves the request of the client. So we all are client, and server has big collection of data, and it's the responsibility to keep storing that data and process as per the request done from the clients. अपने clients को satisfy करना, to serve their request, it's the duty or it's the task of web server. Fine. The same thing, the primary function of web server is to store, process and deliver web pages to clients. The same thing I have told you. All publicly accessible websites collectively constitute the World Wide Web. This I think in the last class we have discussed what is www. It's World Wide Web. And what is it? जो मैंने अभी गूगल का सर्वर की बात करी जहाँ सारा कलेक्शन है, what is that? That is www. www is the specialized collection of all the material, all the web pages available on internet. Right? Next is hosting a website. Means nowadays anybody or I think everybody, if they try, they can create a website. Right? Website बनाना is not a big deal. Hosting that website, उस website को live करना means internet पे upload करना, taking a space on the internet and then making your website live there, that is called hosting of a website. Now hosting is what? Web hosting is a service that allows organization or maybe any individual is there to post a website or web page onto internet. Means मैंने website बना ली, I know HTML, I can design a very good website, बना के एक फाइल के तौर पे मेरे सिस्टम में पड़ी है. If I have not taken any space on the internet collection or on the cloud or somewhere else, then where I'll upload my website? जब तक वो मेरे पास है, only I can see, the public can't view that website. Okay, so after hosting, a website is publicly available to the user. Right? So making a website or posting a website or a single web page on the internet is called hosting a website. Simple term. Websites are hosted, stored on special computers called server. बताया ना मैंने that there is a server on cloud or maybe at headquarters of the specific sites. They keep the storage of all the data with themselves. Servers पे host data is there. Websites are hosted and there all the data are saved on the special computers called website. All they need to do is type your website address and domain onto browser. After hosting की बात है ये. If you have hosted the website, then just suppose I am public and you have hosted a website, तो you just will tell me the name, मैम abc.com ये website मैंने बनाई है. तो what I'll do? On the browser I'll type the name abc.com and just press enter and your site will be displayed in front of me. Fine? Now web host, अब hosting करने के लिए host चाहिएंगे, तो there are web hosts, few companies are there that rent out their services, which charges us, means they ask for specific rent for their services and technologies which helps to host website on internet. There are specific vendors in the market, right? They charge on monthly basis or annual basis for the specific websites, and they provide a particular storage space on the cloud for hosting our websites. ठीक है, once the hosting company hosts your websites, user can access it by typing your web address. Same when I told you, after hosting website you can avail just by typing your website's domain name. When they do this, their computer connects to server your website is hosted on. This is the whole what hosting is. ठीक है sorry, specific vendors and companies, they provide on the monthly charges or maybe on the annual charges the specific hosting facilities, and after hosting your website is live and can be availed using any specific address, and not any, the address of your site. ठीक है, जिस नाम से आपने रेंट पे लिया है स्पेस. Next comes web browser. Web browser is what? It's basically an application software. ठीक है, application means they are apps which can be downloaded from the Play Store, right? Web browser is a software application for accessing information on www. Suppose I have a mobile, I have an internet connection, but I don't have any browser installed in my phone. So can I use that internet connection? Not at all. For using any of the internet connection, maybe in PC, maybe in desktop, maybe in tab or mobile, you must need an web browser. In the exam, this question was also asked that I have a mobile, very good model of the mobile, and have internet connection also, but not able to open any website. What can be my fault? So maybe you have not installed the web browser. Web browser होगा तभी तो you can access the www or internet or any of the website. Fine. Now what your web browser does, when a user requests a particular website through web browser, तो web browser retrieves the necessary content from server. सर्वर से वो चीज़ें रिक्वेस्ट करके लेके आता है and displays that same websites to the user. और यूजर की डिवाइस की स्क्रीन पे दैट पर्टिकुलर स्पेसिफिक एड्रेस वेब पेज इज डिस्प्लेड, राइट? तो दिस इज वेब ब्राउजर. द वेब ब्राउजर इज क्या बताया? सिंपल एप्लीकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर. इट इज यूज्ड टू एक्सेस इंटरनेट, नॉट इंटरनेट स्पेसिफिक, एक्सेस एंड व्यू वेबसाइट्स. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल ब्राउजर्स के वी ऑल नो इंटरनेट एक्सप्लोरर बाय डिफॉल्ट इट इज कमिंग नाउ डेज, इट इज नेम्ड एज माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एज, राइट? जो लेटेस्ट मॉडल है, इन दैट बाय डिफॉल्ट वेब ब्राउजर इज माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एज. लेटेस्ट है, दिस क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड इन लेटेस्ट ट्रेंड. if you are going to buy a laptop today, तो by default the browser is provided to you by Microsoft company, that is Microsoft Edge. Fine. पहले इंटरनेट एक्सप्लोरर आता था, अब Microsoft Edge. Now Google Chrome in commonly in use in nowadays, Mozilla Firefox, Apple Safari, Opera is there. ठीक है, Netscape Navigator is there. तो at least 3-4 names should be there in your mind always, right? Next is commonly used browser, already talked about them. Google Chrome. Today Google Chrome has become the mostly used web browser in the world. Firefox is the second most used web browser, and Safari is a freeware browser from Apple. Okay, in Apple phones I think Safari is, or Opera is also there. Then Internet Explorer, Mobile Safari and UC browser, right? Next is browser settings. Browser settings. To access the setting menu in Google Chrome, following the steps below. Number 1, you have to open your browser जिसकी settings में आपने जाना है. Then at the upper right corner there are 3 dots, or setting option, sometimes on the toolbar it is also there, right? And from there you can click on setting option. Let me show you this. This is my browser, right? This is my browser, Google Chrome, and here you can see these 3 dots are there. Just click on that, and here you can see this setting option is there. Just click on this, and after clicking, all the setting options are available. Wherever you want to change, you can do, right? These all are the settings of browser. Whatever the changes you want to make, you can do. Now in settings mein hi there are 2-3 features which we should know what they can do and what they cannot do. So we'll talk about them, and they are also included in your syllabus. Now first topic we are talking about add-ons and plugins. Right? Add-ons and plugins, two widely used terms in the browsers. Means sometimes if we download something, so there it is asked this add-ons will be done, do you allow or not, yes or no. तो sometimes अगर हम no पे click करते हैं तो that particular software is not installed in our browser, right? So there are some compulsion add-ons are there which we have to do yes for that. Fine. तो both the terms, कौन सी both, add-ons and plugins, both the terms boost the performance of browser, means they act as the supporting hand of your browsers. अगर हम इनको allow ही नहीं करेंगे then definitely they will affect the working of your browser, means they boost up the performance of your browser. In Firefox you install add-ons to add extra features as well as add plugins to add some missing functionalities. Sometimes आपके browser में कोई malfunctioning you can appear that I am facing this issue, I am facing this issue. So if you search it out on the YouTube or Google, it will suggest you enable this add-on feature from the settings, enable this plugin feature from the settings, right? Because these boost up the performance of your browser. Add-ons, what add-ons are? Add-ons are the tools which integrate into your browser, means automatically they are integrated to your browser. Sometimes you must have heard किसी भी नए टैब पे suppose we start the Google Meet, then they ask use of microphone, allow, not allow, use of camera, allow, not allow. What is that? They are add-ons and plugins. If you are putting on allow, only then this microphone is allowed. अगर हम उसको not allow कर देंगे तो I keep on speaking and my voice will not be reaching to you because we have asked browser not to support it. Fine. कैमरे में ऐसे if I'll not click on allow, then you will not be able to view my picture, right? So this is add-on. They are similar to regular apps or programs but only run when browser runs. अलग से दिखते नहीं है कहीं डेस्कटॉप पे, प्ले स्टोर में, कहीं पे अलग से आपको add-ons या plugins पड़े नहीं है. They are along with browser, they runs along with your browsers. Add-ons can allow the viewing of certain types of web contents such as Microsoft Silverlight or Adobe Flash Player, necessary on Netflix movies, YouTube videos respectively, and they add whatever I have named there, they are must to allow, right? कई बार YouTube videos में भी बहुत सारी permissions and restrictions are also there, so we have to allow for that. In an add-on is either a hardware unit that can add it to a computer to increase its capabilities or program utility that enhances a primary program. The same thing, in other words, it is told that basic, in simple words, it helps, it supports or it boosts up the performance of your browser. That's it in simple words. To enable it in Chrome's menu or किसी भी browser के menu में, you have to go to settings. Right now I have shown you the settings options. Click show advanced settings. There you will see the advanced setting option. Click content setting under privacy option and scroll down to plugins and select click to play. Here all the options I have written, means after setting you will move to advanced setting, then content setting will be there in privacy section, okay? And then there you will get plugin, there you will have to click on click to play if they are still not enabled in that case, okay? In case you face any issue, then go and check this, otherwise no need, or by default they are on, right? Now next is cookies. Cookies क्या होती है? बेसिकली बच्चों को देते हैं टॉफीज, है ना, उन्हीं को कुकीज कहते हैं. ये भी कुछ ऐसा ही नाम है. Suppose I go for buying a biscuit packet and 1 rupee change is not there. So what the shopkeeper will do? Maybe he will be giving one toffee along with that biscuit, so that 1 rupee is not there, right? So means coming as a perk with something. Basics example दिया. That toffee is coming as an extra bunch with that biscuit packet. तो बच्चा तो obviously will be happy. यहाँ पर on your browser cookies are something that is coming along with something you are downloading from the net. Sometimes they are beneficial for us, sometimes they are harmful for us. Both types of cookies are available. Right? Now let's learn about them. Cookies are messages that web servers pass to your web browser when you visit internet sites. Specific sites, whenever we are visiting, maybe that site is harmful for us, maybe that site is useful for us. At that time, web server converse with your web browser and share some messages in the form of cookies. Right? Your browser stores such small messages in the form of small files and that becomes the cookies. ठीक है? These files typically contains information about your visit to the web pages. Means हमारी ही confidential information is there. At what time you have visited specific site, कितने time के लिए वो site देखी, all those informations are along with that. As well as any information you have volunteered, such as your name, your interests, your hobbies. It is somewhere like spy. Means cookies keep an eye on your activity on your internet access. Fine. Because the data in cookies doesn't change, cookies themselves are not harmful. Themselves they are not harmful. They can't infect computers with viruses or other malware, although some cyber attacks can hack cookies. अभी मैंने कहा cookies can be harmful or can be useful, लेकिन यहाँ तो बोला they are not harmful. Yes, themselves they are not harmful, but if anybody stole those cookies, तो it means मेरी सारी information, secret information is stolen by someone, and with the help of cookies they can access my username, password, or at what time I go to any site, what I do there, what my interest, what my phone number, anything they can get from the cookies. So in that case they are quite harmful for us, right? The danger lies in their ability to track individuals' browsing history. Means with the help of cookies, browsing history can also be accessed. So a cookie is the term given to describe a type of message that is given to web browser. Means web server, web browser को कोई message देता है, that is a cookie. The main purpose of cookie is to identify user and possibly prepare customized web pages or to save sites login informations for you. आप ही के लिए जैसे अभी if I log into somewhere, it will ask, do you want to save your password? Always or never. So that is one example of cookie. If I click on always, so that password and username will always be saved, and whenever I'll go to that specific site, it will be auto-filled. So that is done by a specific cookie. Right? You should delete cookies if you no longer want the computer to remember your internet browsing history. If you know that how to delete your internet history, then in that history there are 2-3 options: all the data, all the links, or their third one is cookies. So you should always delete the cookies while you are deleting your history. ठीक है? With cookies, sites can, number one, keep your signed in. Means cookies की help से you will be signed in already. And remember your site preference, means on which sites I usually work, and give your locally relevant content, means some specific confidential details that can also be shared. Let me show you through the browser. Yes, you can see it was the setting. Okay, now let me go to the history part. This is the history part, right? When I click on this history, this is the complete history, right? Here you can see clear browsing data. When you click on this, see here what it is asking: browsing history, cookies and other site data. कई बार हम सिर्फ हिस्ट्री डिलीट करना चाहते हैं, we don't do this, but what is suggested, always click here sorry, always click here and it should be deleted. If it is not deleted, then your signed in information, your password information, your recently visited sites, everything is there only. Fine, and that can be hacked up and that can be stolen if any virus attack is there. Only in those cases. ऐसे नहीं कि कोई भी आएगा कुकी उठा लेगा. Not like that. Whenever any vulnerable attack is there, only in those cases it happens. That's it for now. Thank you. Now if you have any of the query, please do let me know.